Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some set today, not for the A through Z series. We're just playing set because he got a new skin, and also, I don't know, I like set. But I guess that part kind of doesn't matter because I think what I'm going to do, as you may or may not have noticed, I don't know when I'm going to upload these, but I'll probably have the other video uploaded by now for the A through Z series. I don't think it's going to be every day. It's kind of just more of like a when I feel like it, but that could be every day, who knows. But I'm probably going to do a video on all of the new skins. Maybe not all of them, but all of the skins that I think are worth doing at least. Maybe I'll do all of them. I don't know. We'll find out. But the point is, I think I'm going to do a video on all the new skins anyways. So I guess it doesn't matter if I like set. You know, probably would have done this regardless. But here we are, playing some Smite ranked duel. Grandmasters ranked duel with set. A very lovely duel character and a new skin.
Oh, yes. You impress me.
Oh, why is that clap so loud? No way normal set claps like that. Wait, all right.
Astounding. Oh, yes. You impress me. The doctor is in. Oh, yes.
I don't, dude, I can't think of all the VGS lines that are good. Oh, I was trying to do oops. All right, let's go do this buff before we get too sidetracked here. I like the noises it makes so far. Like sometimes the little sound effects that the skins make throw me off a lot and I actually hate it. But I kind of like these ones so far. They're kind of clean. Oh, wait, oops. Uma! What is that, bro? I kind of like this skin. I don't know if it's like gonna be a favorite necessarily. Maybe we'll find out by the end of this video, but we'll go ahead and clear this off the map. I don't know if this is going to be like a favorite by any means, but it's certainly a good one. My favorite set skin is the Jade Dragon one and the Diamond skin, so... Will it be good enough to replace one of those? I really do like the sounds on it. Like the sound that 3 makes when you hit things. Like it's one of those like you love it or you hate it. I could already see that now. So like if you hate it, don't feel bad. I could certainly see why people wouldn't like it. I could see why people would find it kind of annoying. But I like it. I think it's cool. Dude, that actually doesn't kill. Oh, and another thing I should mention is set just got nerfed too. So this video also kind of demonstrates like how viable set is or isn't. You know, after the nerf. You guys can see how much damage he does. Ah. I don't really know what she's doing. Like, I don't know why she was hiding. I mean, like, it seemed like she was waiting. Actually, no, never mind. That makes sense. I was gonna say she was, like, waiting, and then she wasn't. But the reason why she came out of her base was because I used my 3. She didn't want to get ulted, I would assume. Although this guy was really low level. I don't know if you guys noticed that in the loading screen. So he's either actually a low level or he's a smurf. Busta Cap ZS. Does that sound like a Smurf name? Kind of sounds like a Smurf name. Smurf being an alternate account, if you didn't know. Or second account, if you will. I don't even know why the term Smurf came about. Like, how did that even happen? And I don't mean like Smurfs from the TV show, obviously, because like I know where those guys came from, the TV show. Or the cartoon or whatever. But like, where did it come into gaming is what I don't understand. Bro is smurfing. We could try to ult her. That's her poly down.
Meet my assistant.
Alright, Set says... Set is as good as usual. We myth busted. We found out. He can still do damage, guys. Turns out. This is an interesting matchup though because, well, Set wins really hard first of all. But another thing I was gonna say is Hera actually just got a buff and Set just got a nerf. These are both dual gods, but her god got buffed, mine got nerfed. Mine just got a small damage nerf on the skewer and the 2, and she got a cooldown buff on her shield. I don't think it really takes effect until late game. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember exactly the numbers, but point is her shield got buffed. The cooldown, that is, not the actual shield itself, because They already did that once, and if they did it again, I'd probably cry. Alright, we're clearing waves. We're doing good. The buff, or the nerf didn't make it to where we can't clear anymore. Let's go. We're still a god.
Astounding. Astounding.
I don't like the way he goes, ooh, when he autos sometimes. What's up with that? Maybe that was like a certain thing I did. I don't know. Lots of farming right now. Lots of farming. He doesn't want to leave it. I mean, this is like a typical set game. You're either running away or you're running towards them for the most part. Or you're just not running towards them. You would be, but you're not because they're playing such a beta character, like this guy, that they have to AFK under their tower, and so I don't have physical defense or anything, so I can't exactly... I can tank the tower, but only for a few shots, so I can't, I have to, like, get her low beforehand, or catch her outside of her tower and chase her into the tower, type thing. I don't have my 3 up right now, otherwise I'd probably try to just jump on her. Alright, we get the bracer movement speed. She uses the poly. Thoughts? I don't think she did. Also, I don't have my beads up. Ooh, dude, I'm hitting hard. That's with tier 2 defense. I mean, I do have pen, but... I was gonna teleport on her.
This won't hurt.
He's not shielding any of my poke, which is really bad for her. It's really bad for her. I'm like really scared of getting CC'd under the tower though. No beads equals no fun, ladies and gentlemen. I missed my poke. Wouldn't have mattered if I hit it, but I was trying to be cool. Cool guy. I'll let her back. I don't really care that much about her staying right this moment. You know what I'm gonna do? I could buy a tier 1 item and a pot, but I'm actually just gonna upgrade my beads and buy a potion. Because these are my 2 main concerns right now. Maybe she'll feel a little bit safer when she finishes her breastplate and has some more cooldown. Maybe she'll actually leave her base for once, which would be nice. But I can't complain too much though, because this is just set. Like a lot of the meta right now, not all of it, but a lot of the meta is mages and hunters. And yeah, those gods typically, okay, she paused. Those gods typically kind of just have to hide under the tower versus set for a long time. Certain high tier hunters like Uller, Hoyi on her, they can certainly put some pressure on set, but if you're just like an average hunter, you kind of just have to be near your tower at all times. Same thing with Hera. Hopefully this guy doesn't pause forever, man. Oh, wow, okay, I was just about to take a drink.
Meet my assistant.
So not only did you have to inconvenience me with a pause, but you made me feel like I could get a drink and now I can't get my drink anymore like that. That's got to be some sort of toxicity.
Just a pinch.
Bro, Argust for a buff. I mean, she has no poly. Alright, we may have made some small miscalculations, but it's okay because she left her tower, which I figured she would because she wants Argus to chase me, and if she wants Argus to chase me, she has to be somewhat close to him, right? Alright, so, well, as much as I want to just be like, well, this was just a skin review, so here you guys go. This is an 8-minute video, so we cannot possibly upload an 8-minute video. We're going to queue up again, and I'll throw you guys into the next game so you guys can see some more of this juicy skin and this juicy set gameplay. I'll throw you guys in. Thank you for watching. Alright, here we are, going into the second game. We're against a Freya, a matchup that I don't particularly love. It's not like this is unwinnable or anything for Set. In fact, I don't know, for all I know, Set might even be favored. Because I do usually win against Freya as a Set, but to be honest, like the duel community kind of sucks, let's be honest. So against an actual like really good Freya, maybe it's a little bit different. But regardless of who has the edge in this matchup, honestly, I don't really even care. And the point I'm trying to make here is that this matchup is annoying for me and I don't particularly love it because she does have a self-peel banish and she does have an ult. And the banish isn't the biggest deal in the world. So you can beads that, even though I elected to go shell first. I'll probably get beads second. It depends on the situation. Might go thorns or horrific. But while the banish is avoidable, it's not that big of a deal, and I can immune her slow on her too. That's really nice. She generally does more just straight up head-to-head damage. But more importantly, if she sits anywhere near her tower, I can't really dive her because she can ult. Like, you guys saw what I was doing to that Hera since she was standing like where she is. And I can ult her back to her tower, right? And kill her by then. But Freya can kind of just pop 4 and then waddle her way back to the tower. So that's why it's annoying. That's why I hate it. I'm actually going to put 2 points into my 1 this game. I think not going to 3 early game on set can be really bad sometimes. It depends. But it can also be fine. Like, as long as you're not actually fighting, aside from just throwing some poke here and there like that, if you're not starting your 3 on set, you definitely don't play up. It depends on the matchup though, I guess. But generally speaking, you don't really fight. You're just looking to farm. Double point in the 1 means farm. We're looking to farm and poke maybe a little bit, perhaps. Probably shouldn't even be double cloning this, to be honest. I don't really think it's even worth the mana. 1 clone would do just fine, but... Alright, so she's still got to clear those minions. She could choose to walk past them and come straight to this, but looks like she's not going for it. Easy peasy on our part. We got ourselves a red buff now. This guy doesn't really appear to be aware of the situation. I was kind of really banking on him missing, I won't lie. I was really hoping he either didn't level the banish or would miss. Well, oh well, man, it's not that big of a deal. That's the beauty of set, is when you do mess up your ult and you do quote-unquote overcommit, you can kind of just walk away. Like, even if I used my TP there, I could have just walked away with the movement speed on my ult, right? So I was never really in any danger, although I did waste my ult, so that lowers my kill potential. I probably don't really have any kill potential now, actually. Yeah, I don't really know what he's doing. But I did get the buff, and I don't have to fight him, right? I'm a very safe character. I don't have to fight him. So no harm, no foul is basically what I'm trying to say. We're just farming up the whole map. This is what Set does best. Set plays a lot like Hades, to be honest, in the early game, in my opinion. Set does a lot more damage in the early game, but there are still points where like you feel like you can't kill them because you don't do enough damage early game. Not because you actually don't do enough damage, just because you don't do enough damage to kill them before they get in the tower, and you can't tank the tower. That's the real problem. We kind of messed her up there. She went Bancrofts first, which means she's going to have pretty limited attack speed. But what I do need to keep in mind is her ult is going to hit really hard. The Bancrofts first on Freya is optimal. Not in all senses, but it is optimal in the sense of the ult. When you get low HP and you ult as Freya, you know, as far as how much damage your ult does and how much lifesteal you get from it, Bancrofts is definitely optimal. But a lot of people like to go the Griffin Wing or like the Telkines or something to get more attack speed in the early game. But I do think this Bancrofts is really good because it baits people though. Like, it makes them think that they're winning, and then you ult and you get a ton of healing and a ton of damage off your ult, and you come back down and blast them. Could be really, really strong. To be honest, I haven't perfected my Freya build because I don't really play Freya that much, so I don't really know what actually is the best build. I'm still thinking about it myself, but... Alright, so we're gonna go... This is a little bit greedy. I'm gonna just say that right now and be honest. Normally against Freya and Anubis, especially when they have Bancrofts first, because Freyas don't always go Bancrofts, like I said. And she has lifesteal in her passive. I almost always go Pestilence second against Freya and Anubis. This game, since this guy's playing pretty passive, I think I'm just going to go the Jotun's Vigor first for some cooldown, because I'm going to have a Pestilence. That doesn't give me cooldown, right? As opposed to like Genji's or something. But yeah, I'm going to go the Jotun's first and play more of like a poke-oriented playstyle. And so if I went Pestilence, I would just be ulting her and running at her. But I feel like just clearing the map and poking harder is a little bit better for me right this moment. So that's what I'm going to go for. But that does mean, since I don't have the Pestilence, I probably can't just face tank her abilities. Bro, this guy does not stop talking. Holy. Like, I know I'm still talking, but like, this is my YouTube channel and this is my video. Like, why are you talking, Set?
Meet my assistant.
I guess we'll just clear these tiny boys. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. I don't think this guy knows what to do, like, in this situation. I don't know. I don't know if he's not much of a duel player, or he, I don't know if he's not much of a duel player, or he's just never played against a set before, or he's never played against a high-ranked player. I don't know what it is, but he does not seem to know where he's at most of the time. Kind of like, just like playing without a purpose, I guess. And that's like what happens with a lot of inexperienced players, is they don't, like, it's not always mechanics, you know, landing abilities and whatnot. A lot of it just comes down to when you press your buttons, right? Oh, he ulted my skewer. That's good. He would have died. Even if he didn't die to that, he would have been 1 HP and I would have killed him. I would have kept diving and killed him after. But he did jump out. That was pretty smart on his end. Maybe he just got lucky. Yes. But we're gonna go the tier 2 defense here. If she couldn't beat us by then, there's no way she can beat us after we get pestilence. Like, we're just going to be so much tankier, and he's gonna have so much less healing. It's gonna be super OP, baby. But yeah, what I was saying about the inexperienced players though is a lot of the times players just don't know, like, they play without a purpose. Like me, like, I'm talking right now, I know what my purpose is. I know what items I need to buy. I know how this matchup is played. I know that I need to get farm, and I need to get the red buff at this time. I need to get the blue buff at this time. And like I have a purpose. She's just kind of existing on the map, and maybe she does have some ideas. I'm not saying her brain is completely blank, but like, it just seems like she doesn't really have any goals in mind besides just simply surviving, and simply surviving in duel can get you some dubs, certainly, but like, a lot of the times it doesn't. You gotta play with some purpose, man. Poking her, poking her, poking her, poking her. Ooh, Chester. Let's put him right here. Let's go ahead and get the other Chester. I don't really care as much where this one's positioned. I guess I could take it to lane, why not, but I don't really care that much. I just want the gold. I don't have my pestilence yet, which I really want to back for, but I think if I back for it, I'll be giving up the red buff, so a little bit risky jumping on this buff because she can catch me out, but I'm just so far ahead, and she seems to be so lost. Like I was saying, playing without a purpose, is not looking for the red buff. It's not looking for her blue buff right now. She's just sitting under tower. Has no idea what's going on whatsoever. Then, like, look at this. She's just standing there. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. I'm not even saying this player is inherently, like, really bad. Because let's be real. He's not that bad. Just off the principle of, just off the principle, I'm going to wait on my second relic, of he has not died yet. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see in the videos all the time, and especially if you watch the streams, people die to me off cooldown. Like, I'm diving people, killing them all the time, making them look like idiots, you know? And this guy has yet to die to me. Granted, because he just kind of AFKs under the tower, but like, all I'm trying to say is he's misplaying this game a lot. But like, at the same time, I've seen worse, man. At least he's doing something right. He's not dying to me. And maybe that's just because he's not contesting buffs, right? And look at the result of that. Like, look at the gold difference between me and him. You guys see the result of playing passive and never wanting to fight. Freya does win this matchup pretty hard late game, I would say. Like 6th slot, I don't really see how a set could win. But not if you're super far behind like she is. Bro, he actually just never stops talking, genuinely. I feel like I'm just talking over the character the entire game. Trying to avoid the banish. Alright, I was actually going to TP on her right then, but I'm not going to anymore because she's shelled and popped the horn shard, which I thought was the wing shard, by the way. But, so I was going to TP in right there, but once she popped the shell, that made me want to wait, and then by the time I was done waiting, her banish was probably up. I don't even think she used banish there, so I would be going into the Phoenix and getting banished, so it's not worth going for. It's a bit of a greedy play, to say the least. Let's see. Let's get ourselves a serrated edge. Why not? Serrated edges always feels nice because of the movement speed. We do need like 100 more gold though, which is not very cash money. We can probably, yeah, we can wait for this red buff. Or not wait, we can back and make it back in time for the red buff, I mean. I was going to go Thorns potentially, just to reflect her damage, you know, pretty standard. But since I'm super far ahead, I think I can afford to just go the beads and then just out auto attack her after she CCs me. Or I mean, when she CCs me, I press my beads and I just face tank her combo. I would have pre-beats that, but she didn't use her banish immediately last time, so. Alright, that was a bit of a weird fight. I played that kind of weird. But I was scared that she was going to turn on me and kill me under the Phoenix. I still had my shell up, and hers was down. So I'll admit, like, there wasn't really that big of a risk, but I also knew that my 3 was coming up very soon. So I could certainly go back in. And Freya's an immobile character, right? So. Oh. She wasn't even hitting me. Oh my god, she wasn't even hitting me. She was hitting the minions. But yeah, so could I have just killed her without resetting and going back in like I did? Yeah, maybe, probably. Potentially, you know. But I could also just kill her the way I did and be a lot safer that way, so. So why risk it, man?
This won't hurt.
This won't hurt. Alright, I could just backdoor her, or front door her, whichever. It doesn't really matter. This is obviously a lost game on her part. But I kind of want to do something first. I want to give her one more fight, first of all. Just because, why not? I'm winning anyways. It's like, it's not like, it's being a little bit nice letting her have one more fight, but it's also just like toying with my food because I know I'm gonna win. But I wanted to do this. Now, would I have built Frostbound normally in this game? Maybe not. I don't know. I could also have just went Crusher here. It would have to be way more damage, but I kind of just want to test this out and see what it's like. So we'll see. We'll see. Because the Frostbound slows them, obviously, but it also reduces attack speed by 25%. So I kind of just want to see. Although I won't be able to see her normal attack speed, I don't think, because I'll auto attack her immediately. Oh, there's that attack speed reduction, and he's dead. Yep. Turns out Set is still pretty good. After the nerfs, he still does a lot of damage. Turns out those tiny little 1% nerfs didn't really change much, and he kind of owns. Who would have guessed, man? Who would have guessed? All right, let me take a drink here. All right, let me pull up my volume mixer so I can show you guys. I think I did do a Set video somewhat recently. So I'm not going to go too in depth with the build at the end of this game. And like I said, I don't have a patented Freya build. It's like the one character in the entire game that I'm still like genuinely confused about. Because I think she has a lot of options. But as far as my god goes, I go Jotuns a lot when I have to go Pestilence. If I already have the cooldown, then it's not needed as much. Although if I go Genjis against a magical, you can still go Trans Jotuns Genjis and that'd be fine. But if I was against a physical god and I went Breastplate, I would obviously not go Shoguns because I'd be at 30% with just Transcendence Breastplate. So the Jotuns is more of like against a magical god kind of thing. And the Frostbound was just kind of troll, but I was testing it out against a Freya. Because why not? Because it does reduce attack speed and it gives you some HP. And Set likes survivability because the longer he can survive during his ult, the better, the more heals and whatnot. But yeah, so the way I would have ended this build in a normal game, if I didn't want to go Oboe to PvE the Titan, we've talked about that many times in this channel. Aside from the Oboe PvE on the Titan, it would just be Crusher, Heartseeker, final two easily, not even a question. And then if we're against a, let's see, if we were against a physical god, I wouldn't be going Jotuns. So I'd say that Jotuns would probably be oh yeah, never mind, that makes sense. I kind of confused myself. That Jotuns would be a brawlers and a normal build. And if you don't need a brawlers, then you can kind of just go whatever you want. You can go Hydras, you can go Frostbound, you can go double defense, you can go Magi's Revenge, you can kind of go whatever you want. But my typical build would be literally what I just showed you guys with the Heartseeker Crusher. And if I'm against a physical, then I would probably have a brawlers instead. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. It was a bit of a different one because it wasn't an A through Z series. It was just me playing set and showing you guys the new skin, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.